Style-wise or theme-wise. But this one, I was like, I have to ask her about that one.
I haven't ventured off into.
So did you weld this?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Very interesting. A basement, maybe. My first thought was like a basement, like you're going down into the basement. Maybe it's because I've been watching American Horror, and the basement is where all the stuff goes wrong.
Yeah.
I was like, eh. But you know, it depends if your glass is half full or half empty. If you're going up the stairs or down the stairs.
Yeah. Way to heaven or in the time because you had.
Hello, Jaden. How are you?
I'm good.
Which one is your favorite piece?
I would have to go with the sword piece.
Which one? Come and talk to me a little bit about it. Share your thoughts with me
So
and your perception.
I like the colors, and it looks like she is walking down a path out into the galaxy, coming out of the darkness.
I made lava, I made ocean, made a tree.
Tell me about it.
I was going to make stars on trees, and I make red, orange, yellow, green, and blue, and gray, and purple.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
And I made black.
You look at the painting. She has a very stoic face, but just flames. It's kind of like containing our emotions, reining in our emotions, so that we don't negatively impact our kids because they're innocent in a sense. They're not sure how you're going to respond to something.
She said no.
So then you can go ahead and do it on your own. Thank you.
I like
And this was a self-portrait?
Yeah. These are actual paintings that is family. So it's really, the essence of me as an artist. My children are definitely my muses and the catalyst for a lot of what I do.
Well, that's good news. All you gotta do is feed them. You don't have to pay them.
Oh no, I gotta pay them too. Death of Eve. Named after the midnight sky, bone of bone, flesh of flesh, wife as helpmate turned servant slave girl, turned scapegoat. Take the blame, girl. Back so strong, carry all this shame, girl. Thick like steak meat, let me take a bite, girl. Long and gangly, let me beat you with my stick, girl. Then I'll tell them you asked for it. Taunted me with those bedroom eyes, the fullness of your breast. Who told you that you were allowed to beat your chest with confidence, girl? Hair too kinky, too much coil, too much curl. Lips so full, dripping with poisonous honey. Hips swaying in graceful strides. Don't you know you're a gazelle? So run, run, girl. Fear me like they prey on you. Fear me like the prey you are. Feel me just inches away from your neck. Feel me put on you this pedestal for being my exotic fantasy. Let me strip away your dignity and replace you with everything I'm more comfortable with. Everything that isn't you but can mimic your essence. I mean, it isn't fair you get to be so melanated, glowing in the radiance of the sun. Be like the moon. Stay in the shadows and reflect my light. It's sickening how you still light up the night. Your vibrant laughter and soulful song. Why can't you just play along? Why do you have to contrast me so clearly? The only option is to give birth to Venus and put death to Eve. Thank you.
So very much for coming here and exhibiting your work. They're beautiful. Before we talk about your pieces, can you tell me a little bit about yourself as a person? Tell me a little bit about Renee.
I am a single mom of 2. I love poetry. I love arts. I'm very open to culture. I'm a very spiritual person. I love nature. I just kind of live my life one experience at a time, and hope that the best version of me is being put forward to show others that there's good in this world. So from the work that I've done, I think what I want to express the most is that we are all on our own personal journey, and there has to be space for us to be individuals, but at the same time that space can be used to come together and have understanding and compassion for each other without judgment.
I'll ask you a question, an interesting question. I think this is your first exhibit, correct?
Yes.
And when I asked you to show your work, I know I had to, in some way, force you to say, I'm an artist here. But when I asked you in that moment to exhibit your work here, how did you feel? You can come and you can join us, but how did you feel? Your emotions, what was going through your mind and your...
The emotions are very conflicting. Because like I said, I've always been the one in the shadows, not really looking for the spotlight, not really sure what would happen after coming into the spotlight, not knowing, what to really do with it. So it's just like, okay, I have the paintings. Do I really want to let people kind of into that version of me? Am I even really comfortable with that version of me? So there's a lot of nervousness. There's a lot of maybe personal insecurities.
Yes.
Am I who I say I am? Am I who others see me as? And then what's the truth of that? Because, to me, by myself, I'm okay. I can be okay with that.
Yeah.
To take that person and bring it out into the world and have other people say, or, decide that they want to pick it apart. It's like, oh, you can't really be that. Or, there's something else hiding behind that. And to have that doubt kind of cast on you, I really didn't want to have to deal with it.
How did you decide, I'm going to take that leap of faith? I'm going to do it.
I think it's been a long time coming. During COVID, I already lived a hermit life, so isolation was nothing really new for me. But I think to finally have the time to just kind of focus on doing stuff just for me, not encouraging anybody, not motivating anybody. And it's not like I did any of that for myself or to get anything from it. It's like, okay, now I kind of have to take my own advice. So it's like, I started with the podcast, and then I published the books, and then when this came up, it was just like, well, I have all the art. What's really stopping me? Why don't I do it? So it was a bit more like, the platform is here, Renee, just jump. And
that brings me to the next question. Tell me a little bit about your book, please. What are the titles? Because there are 2 books, I think, right?
Yes.
What are the titles, and where can we find your book?
So the first book that I released is called Weathering the Storms. The second one is Love After the Eruptions. You can contact me directly to get them. You can get autographed copies from me directly, or you can get them on Amazon. They are poetry books, and they're a bit about like my mental health struggles, you know, being a parent, you know, healing from traumatic experiences, coming into, you know, myself as a person, and my thoughts and feelings on the current state of our society.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you very
Okay.
much. I also wanted to start an empowerment business essentially. So it's called the Lotus Temple, and I've been running bloom workshops. So it's like bloom in spite of everything. And the lotus is very important to me in the sense, like the meaning of it. It's like it blooms in dirty water. So no matter what the circumstances are in life, you still have the capacity to grow and bloom in spite of your darkness. Well, when it's a level, it's close to rock. Yeah. It's called the cyclone of life. So it's like, you know, you have like the tree of life, the wind around it, and then kind of just hanging out there. He's training to be a Power Ranger.
Oh, wow. I thought he was maybe watching some Black Panther or something.
Yeah, we actually did watch that not too long ago. But in a few of the Power Ranger series, they do have some Black Red Rangers. So he's seeing that as like, you know, he can be a leader as a Black boy. And, you know, say representation matters, so I'm very glad that he has that. He's very fearless.
He's definitely fearless, that's for sure. What's going on with this peach